Hi guys, just kind of flying off the cuff here. Just wanted to make a video today talking about emotions and feelings. It's something that I know a little bit about, just being human and such. But it's also something that I maybe don't know so much about. As a man in this society, the United States of America, American society, and living in the masculine culture that I live in, the patriarchal society, masculinity, traditional masculinity, is one that doesn't really let a man show his full range of emotions. It's one that shames a man into feeling like less of a man if he shows emotion. And at the same time, it's a catch-22 because on the one hand, society says you're not a man if you show emotions past a certain degree. I mean, that's what's like even more crazy about it, is that it's, to each their own. Everyone's got their own scale of what is a proper amount of emotion to show, and what is just just too much. And also, like, what is like, oh man, you're an asshole. You're just cold. So, being a man in this society, with these kind of frames, these mindsets about masculinity, sometimes it's kind of hard, talking about our emotions. And because, on the one hand, we don't want to be looked at as less than a man, because, society looks down on that. Like, I would say the majority. There are minorities who are more accepting and less judgmental, but if we're talking about society as a whole, especially the patriarchal structures that are in place that say, hey, if you show your emotions, or if you're whine or bitch about something too much, then that's a woman's domain. The women are the emotional ones. The women are the ones who are supposed to be able to just pour it all out and just lay it all out there on the line, and with no repercussions. Well, even that's not true, because when women lay it all out there on the line, they get labeled as women, and I hope that doesn't bring up negative feelings in you, because what I'm saying is that in this patriarchal society that we live in, the masculine is more favored, and the feminine is more looked down upon. So when, like for example, when a man is assertive in his work, or in his, in knowing what he wants in a relationship, he is considered, assertive, confident, outgoing, like knows what he wants. But if a woman is the same level of assertive in her workplace, in a relationship, in knowing what she wants from this life, she's just bitchy. She's just ragging on me. Okay, so that's, I guess, that's a whole different story, as far as, because that is a masculine trait in a feminine body that is coming across as bitchy, where it's bitchy in the woman. The same fucking trait is bitchy in a woman and is confident and assertive and, quality, treasured trait in a man. Anyway, I digress. I guess my point is that in the society, men are punished for showing too much emotion, and they are also punished for not showing enough emotion. In society, in the outside world, versus on the inside world in the domestic, public versus private. In the public sector, men are, supposed to be assertive, confident, fucking not give a fuck, just show their stuff, and they're rewarded for this kind of poker face, this emotionlessness. And then they're just supposed to switch it off when they get home, because when they get home, their wife doesn't want them to be poker face, emotionless. She wants somebody who will also share their emotions. Not so fast. And I know I'm talking of stereotypes. What can I say? But I think you might get the point. I hope you get the point. That once he gets home, he just needs to shut that off. Shut off the emotionlessness and show her that, hey, babe, I love you. I care for you so much. I'm looking out for our family. I just have hopes and dreams and aspirations and just things that I just want for us, and I want for myself and for you, and I just love you so much. Okay, that's all well and good. But watch out, don't go too far, my friend, because for a lot of women, I don't know if it's most or many or even some, but I would say a lot. I would say even more than some. It's just it's my own head, I guess. For a lot of women, don't go too far, young man, or don't go too far, mister, because if you go too far, if you show too much emotion, then you're going to be dismissed. She's going to be not attracted anymore. And it's really not her fault. It's kind of it's part of socialization as well. I mean, these are all my opinions. I'm just throwing out some ideas for you guys. For you guys, whoever that is, whoever's like the 3 people who watch this video. But, the night is young. So she is socialized as well to not embrace or not treasure the emotional side of a man. Like the fact that men too have emotions. And so it's a battle between, I love this. I love when he tells me how much he loves. I love when he shares. I love just being this close to him. It feels so good. And with the, mixing that with, but, come on, man. Like, man up. Grow up. Fucking grow some balls, So, like, there's that dichotomy there. And so there's no blame on women. Like I said, it's the society that we're born into, kind of the patriarchal thing where, masculinity is treasured. And if ever a guy shows any sort of feminine traits, it becomes like, whoa, dude, whoa, slow down, brother. So that's kind of a roundabout, like, overall summarization of the state of affairs as I view them, and kind of how I wanted to relate it to the individual. That was kind of abstract society and the masculine, feminine kind of ethereal type conversation there. But what I wanted to relate that to was then what happens to the man who, like I said, the woman is put in the position of, I love when he shares his feelings. And, she's not thinking it, but like society tells me that, that's not proper. Like there's too much, and they lose attraction, not necessarily knowing why. I mean, they fucking love the guy. He's awesome, and he shares and stuff. But there's that, the kind of unconscious, of unconsciousness, like losing attraction due to something that is outside of conscious awareness. And so the women are in a difficult position due to the society that we live in. And the men are also in that same kind of difficult position, because it's like, girls like it when I share my feelings. Girls, they get turned on by me expressing myself and them being able to get to know me as I am. But don't go too far, brother, because she'll lose attraction for you if you go too far. Don't show too much emotion. Don't show too much weakness or vulnerability. That's the woman's role. The woman's supposed to be able to cry on the man's shoulder. The man's supposed to be tough and, the rock, the steady path. Keeping on that path, and not letting his emotions throw him off too much. Okay, so guys are in this position where, I think most guys are in the position. Here I go throwing around most and things like that. But I think most guys are in the position to where they don't feel like they can share their emotions with women or even with other guys. I came to the realization in my Men and Masculinities course just yesterday that college men especially, but I guess men in general, I would think, I would say some men, use alcohol as a way of kind of diffusing responsibility. Like, I was drunk, in a way to be able to share their feelings and their emotions with their guy friends or with girls or whatever. But the point being that they can just say, "Oh yeah, dude, blah, that was I was being kind of gay last night. I was showing, I was being kind of gay. I got a little carried away, man. I had teared up a little bit about some shit, man, and like, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah, man." So we're able to use alcohol as a cover up for really, really, really wanting to just share ourselves. And so that's kind of sad. The way that society is currently structured, that men have to fucking drink in order to be able to feel okay expressing themselves. And even for the guys who can express themselves without the use of alcohol, I mean, myself, I can only speak for myself, really. But I would think that there's this filter. Society kind of puts this filter, like, be yourself up until the point where, it's gonna fucking throw society for a loop and kind of throw things off. So, just be yourself, man. Just be yourself. But you be careful that you don't go outside our prescribed box here. You stay in here. Outside of the box, no. We need you in here so that you're a productive, citizen, so that you this and that, consumer, buy the watch, get the fucking expensive ass car, because that's what women want, right? I mean, that's what consumer society says that women want. And I think with the emotion thing, guys are constantly filtering themselves, just afraid to put themselves out there, to be vulnerable, to put themselves out on the line and just express themselves freely. Like, this is what's up. And I get that. And I get that because of the way we've been conditioned to, the fact that, I would say it's a fact that not enough emotion shown. She's like, dude, this guy is fucking cold. Fuck this guy. But too much emotion, she's like, dude, this guy's a pussy. And I've got a pussy already. I don't need to be fucking a pussy. And these are like depends on the level of masculinity in the man, femininity in the woman, and there are all sorts of dynamics that go along with this. But the general point being that guys have this filter in general that they aren't able to express themselves unless they meet the criteria of not too much. Just not too much. But what is too much? It's a fucking arbitrary number. It's an arbitrary idea. It's an abstract concept that no one can really put a finger on. So, kind of to bring it into a more specific situation or a more specific context. So being in a relationship and going through some shit, like seriously going through some shit, like say a divorce or a breakup. It's like, nope, poker face. This girl ain't affecting me. I'm good, dude. Seriously, like you can tell me, you can trust me. I care, and it's not going to make you a pussy. It's not going to make you gay. It's not going to, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of like scare tactics put on by the society to keep us in line. The patriarchal society to keep us in check and keep the status quo kind of going the way it has been and has been continuing to go. So I think that, in that specific context of a breakup, there are certain emotions going on inside of a man. And not being able to express those, that it kind of like hardens us, and not in a good way, I would say. We become kind of cold, and we have these emotions and that we want to be able to get out, but who's going to listen to us? She's gone, and I would say a lot of our friends are fucking douchebags who aren't able to accept the fact that there are different types of masculinity, and that the kind of masculinity that we're sold is one that doesn't allow for the expression of emotion. So, hey, you can buy into that shit all you want, my friend, but when it comes to being able to express ourselves and express our emotions, I think it is very important to kind of examine where we're coming from, as far as like, am I feeding into the traditional way of looking at masculinity? Is that where I want to be? Do I want to be that hard? Do I want to, cut myself off from feeling? And, as a human being, like I said, I have emotions. I do. But as a man, I've also had to do some work to be able to cut that shit off when it doesn't serve me. And so personally, I've cut some things off when it hasn't been serving me, when it doesn't feel good necessarily, when I'm experiencing negative emotions and I don't feel like it's going to be helping me progress or to move past the thing. As a man in the society, it's been drilled into my fucking head to cut it off. You don't need that shit. Cut it off. That's for girls. That's for women. Let them feel those emotions. Let them run wild with that shit. You need to do what you need to do, which is to not feel it, to not express it, to not get it out, to just fucking hold it in until you're fucking 50, die of a heart attack. That's the kind of society we live in. And so it's fucking great for men, up until the fucking time they die of a damn heart attack because they haven't expressed themselves and they think that they've lived this awesome life, but they haven't felt this life. So I want to wrap up soon. In the context of the relationship, being able to feel what's coming up and express it to our woman, like, it's important. and it does draw them closer. But I think that where the line gets drawn to where she just can't fucking stand it anymore is just constantly whining and bitching and not doing anything about it. Really. I think that you can pretty much tell your girl whatever, as long as it's like, hey, babe, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's what's going on for me right now, and I'm gonna take care of it. I just wanted to let you know what's up with me. I just wanted to let you know I love you, and I'm gonna handle this. It's cool, man. And I would love for you to be here for me, to be by my side. And that's it. Like, I'm letting you know what's up with me. I'm getting it out there. Put it out there. Like, babe, I love you, and this is what's up with me, but I got this. I'm going to handle it, and I would really enjoy your support. I would really enjoy you to be by my side as I'm going through this. This is what's up for me, and that's it. I'm gonna handle it. That's some manly shit right there. Okay, so in my opinion, of course, and so that's not. I think that falls in between the patriarchal society saying, don't show your emotion. Got to be blah. You got to stuff it down in your chest till your heart blows up. And, oh yeah, you just got to show your emotions. You just got to feel. You just got to cry, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm all for crying. Crying, like, it's got its place. But like I said, in the context of, babe, this really hurts right now. I'm going through some shit. I just want to let you know I love you, and then I'm going through some shit. I'm going to fucking handle it. And I'm just so glad you're here for me. And I just thank you. I appreciate you so much. So I guess that's within a relationship. But when you're leaving the relationship and you don't have good guy friends to be able to get those emotions out, it's a bitch, dude. It sucks. And so that was kind of the inspiration for this video, was more of like, myself or another person, like, going through a breakup and being like, oh no, I'm a man, I got this, babe. Like, telling ourselves like, man, you got this, brother. Like, you're feeling this shit, but yeah, you got this. And not sharing with others. So I think that's an interesting kind of dichotomy there of being able to say, I've got this, and I'm going to make it work. But also at the same time, being able to say, man, this fucking sucks. This hurts. And, but I'm going to get through it. And so I think that, we're conditioned, like I said, we're conditioned into not showing our feelings. And then the other extreme being, oh, well, you need to show your feelings. We'd love to have your feelings shown. And then you fucking show too much, and it's over, and you're emasculated that way. So I think that it's about finding balance, not shoving it into your fucking chest so that you blow up someday. I think it's about getting it out there and saying, you know what, this is the way I'm feeling right now, and I would love for you to stick around and to help me out with this. But I got this. So, you're able to give the woman what she wants, like I fucking know, but which is, to be able to share yourself, but not what she doesn't want, which is just baby, all that shit. Like, dude, come on, man. Come on. So, like I said, it's about finding balance. It's like many other things in life. And I just wish the best of luck for you and me and everyone I know and everyone I don't know and who will see this video and the people who will not see this video. Mwah! Love you guys. Peace.